Hello, in this video we're going to look at how to fill in the classmate conversation report. You should have already watched the video that explains classmate conversation. This is just after you've completed the full week of doing the classmate conversation activity. You'll fill in this report to just sort of summarize what you did, let me know what you did, and I can go into your conversations and check this, but this just makes sure I have all the correct numbers in the right place, that the grades go in correctly. So we'll look at it quickly. First thing you're going to fill in is your email address. And when you send this, when you submit it, it will send you a copy that you can keep for your records if you want to. And then you'll also fill in your name, and it is very helpful if you can fill in your name the same every time. So like for me, if I type in Robert Gall, if I type in Robert Gall every time instead of sometimes Robert Gall and sometimes Rob Gall, just when I'm talking with you or when I'm looking up your information, it's easier to pull up all of your information at the same time. That being said, if you do change the way you type your name, like if I put Robert Gall one week and Rob Gall another week, it's really not a big deal. It should be fine. So, but if you can do them the same, it makes it just a tiny bit easier. And then you're going to fill in what is your day and time for your class. So whatever time it happens to be for your class. And then you will be filling in the due date for this report. Now this will always be a Monday. We will always assign new classmate conversation partners on Monday, unless the class happens to be a Tuesday, Thursday class, in which case it'll be Tuesday. But other than that exception, it'll always be a Monday. So even if you turn in this report and do your homework a week or a day early, maybe you on Sunday, you're just like, I want to turn it in and get it done, that's fine. But here you would still put your due date as Monday, or maybe you forgot and you turn it in late. I'd prefer you not do that, but if you do turn it in late, the due date here is still the Monday that it was due. And the easiest way to do this, if you click on that down arrow, it'll actually bring you a calendar and you can choose what day it's due. So just to stay with Monday, I'll say it was due yesterday and I'm turning it in late because today's Tuesday, but just as my example. Then you're going to type in your classmates' names that were in your group. And again, this will be done on band and you'll have all of your classmates there right there. Just first names are fine. So I'll just write the word name there. But put in their names, that'd be great. And then it's going to ask you to look back at your band and to count things and to look at what you did. And it says, how many voice messages did you leave this week? And if you go into band, you'll notice that all of your classmates' messages are on one side of the screen in that chat room, and your messages are all on the other side of the screen. So they're very easy to count. You can just scroll down and count them, and then let me know how many you did. And so if you did 5 messages, 5. If you did 20, 16 to 20, it's there. So you'll just let me know how many messages, again, voice messages you left during the week. If you did type anything, and I'm not going to talk about when that's okay and when it's not in this video, that's for the other video, but if you did type anything, that does not count. What counts here is just voice messages that you left talking with your classmates, okay? So put that there. And then you're gonna, again, look at that chat and you're gonna see what days you left a message. You don't have to see how many you left each day. So let's say you got it on Monday and right away you left a message that Monday. Great, click that day. Maybe you skipped Tuesday, whatever, you were busy, didn't happen to have it. And then you did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, left a message, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Now, if you didn't leave any, so that'd be pretty much every day except Tuesday, obviously. Now, if you didn't leave any messages, you completely forgot about the assignment and you're filling it in, you can just click none, and that will let me know that you did none. Now, it'd be sort of strange if you click Thursday and none, because that meant you did do something. But anyhow, if that happens, I'll figure it out. So fill in the days that you left a message, whatever that may be. And then next question is, did you listen to all of your classmates' messages that are in your group? Not all of them all over the entire class, but that are in your group. And Yeah, if you did, click yes. If you didn't listen to them all, click no. You really should be listening to those. This is a chance for not only for you to talk with your classmates, but for your classmates to talk with you as well, which is very valuable for them and for you to have that conversation time. So hopefully you're doing that. But if you didn't, please be honest. It just helps me to know what's going on in the groups and to help not only you, but to help your classmates as well. So we can all make the most of this semester and have you learn and improve most efficiently. And so I please do be honest with that, but also please do listen to your classmates' messages. Um, how would you describe your group's conversation? And you can check any that apply here. So if there's more than one, feel free to check more than one. Very active and conversational. You've got one of those groups, it's a great group. Everybody's talking, it's fun, it's very conversational, lots of messages going back and forth, more than the minimum. Maybe it's slow. Not many people were sharing. These two are very rarely checked at the same time, actually probably never. This is one of those, maybe you left a message and nobody spoke back, and you left another message, and it's just one of those very slow, very difficult conversations that week. Also, I enjoyed the group this week, and that could be slow or fast. Did you enjoy it? How was it a good group? It was okay, but nothing really helpful or meaningful. Okay. And again, please be honest. It just helps me to know how the groups are going. And when I recombine the groups, it helps me to recombine those groups in a way. Or if you have any other comments, you can type here and let me know what comments you have. You don't have to do that. If these four fit fine, great, check those. But if you have something else, that would be helpful for me to know how to improve that and to match the groups for next time. So, all right. What were some of the topics you talked about? Now here you don't need to go into every detail, obviously, but maybe you talked about grammar class, or maybe you talked about home country, whatever. Just like sort of a list of some things you talked about in there. Again, I don't need every detail on that by any means. If you want to share details, you're welcome to. Optional. If you have any other comments you'd like to make, you're welcome to type those in here. You do not have to type anything there. You'll notice that little red star here. That means that those questions are required. This one does not have a red star. You don't have to type anything here. But if you have anything you wanted to let me know, feel free to put it here. You could also just leave me a message on Band, a voice message. That works well. And then finally, the last question here is confirm. I just want to make sure you know this. Your grade may change if it is found that your answers are not accurate. So let's say you told me that you left 30 messages that week, 31 plus, and then I go and look at the band for that week and I see you left 2 messages or didn't do anything. Then, something's not quite right there, and I'll probably contact you to ask about that. But you're agreeing that you know that basically your grade will be put into the grade book first based on what you just tell me here without my even looking at the bands. I can go through quickly and just say, okay, they did it, and put in the grades. And then later I go back and check those and just look them over and see how people did. And if I notice what you said and what you actually did don't quite match up, your grade may change. Now, I want to mention, I'm not putting this here to scare anyone. I'm not putting it there to be mean. I'm not looking to get you and find that you were not telling the truth. You may make a mistake, and I don't want you to be nervous about that. Maybe you left a bunch of messages and you counted incorrectly, and you left 20 and you said you did 24, and it's wrong. That's not what I'm looking for, okay? Even if you did 3 and you said you did 5, now that I might question you and ask you about that, but not in a bad way. I'm not mad at you. But what I'm looking for here is people who are deliberately trying to not do the homework but say they did, to make sure you know that just because your grade shows up in the grade book, I will be checking those later. And I want to make sure you know that it can change. So just be honest on this sheet. Again, we are a team. We're working together in this class to help you improve your English. And if you're not honest, there's bigger issues. It doesn't help me to help you, but just integrity, being truthful, honest, who you are is very important, not just for English class, but for life. So again, be honest. And then when you hit submit, if you're I am logged in. Why is it doing this? I've never had it do this on a video before, but this is a good thing. If you do see this pop up, like this one is asking for traffic lights, you just have to click on wherever you see a traffic light. And I think that is it. Sometimes you miss some because they counted something you don't count. If you hit verify, okay, great. it's submitted, and that is in, and great. So that is the Classmate Conversation Report. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know.